What has been the reaction around the soccer world among people you know to you joining the Milwaukee Wave?
Well, it's kind of interesting. Someone asks, your phone must be ringing off the hook. Maybe it would have 5 years ago, but people don't call anymore. So I've been getting texts and emails and Facebook messages and tweets. And most people they're happy for me. They're like, oh great, you get to go home, your commute is down, you get to see your wife. So most people are really excited and happy for me. On the soccer end, there's a lot of people curious, why are you going to indoor soccer? And I get to explain to them all the upsides of working with Jim Lindenberg and promoting the Wave in the town I've called home for 30 years.
I'm a soccer fan, let's say, and I'm into.
You're a soccer fan.
Let's say I'm a soccer fan. I'm into the national team. I like to watch EPL, maybe MLS. Sell me on this.
Well, these are the greatest indoor soccer players in the world. Some incredibly talented people that have perfected this particular skill. You can take some great outdoor players and move them indoors, and without much training, they're going to get beat by maybe less skillful indoor players because they know this game. And it's action-packed, it's high-scoring, there's a lot of strategy involved, and it's a faster game because there's line shifts going on and off, much like ice hockey. There's passion in the crowds, it's lively, it's entertaining.
What is your best memory from your first stint with the Wave in the late 80s?
Oh gosh, it was a long time ago. I don't know if my brain cells will work good with that. We had some fun promotions back then. We did a few that were tied in with TV characters. We did Gilligan's Island Night where we brought the Professor, Marianne, and Gilligan in and had fun with that. A TV Mother's Day, we brought some of the actresses that were on TV back then. And the best one was Eddie Night, Night of a Thousand Eddies. We had any fan named Ed, Eddie, Edwina, last name Edwards get in for free. And we brought in the actors who played Eddie Munster, Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver, and Eddie Corbett from The Courtship of Eddie's Father. How could I forget? Brandon Cruz. He was quite a troublemaker when he was in town. He kind of hijacked a limousine, and that whole event was memorable. We actually had 1,000 Eddies fans come to the game. We even promoted a mystery Ed would be there, and it turned out we found a Palomino horse that we put a blanket over and wrote Mr. Ed on it. And our PA announcer, I believe it was Steve Wexler at the time, did an on-field interview with Mr. Ed. It was a Monday night game, the largest Monday night attendance, I think, in Wave history, 6,000 fans, and we just had a lot of fun with that.
Best concert you ever saw?
Boy, my key years music-wise were the early 80s, so I was kind of a new waver and punker. When I was in town at Marquette, I would hang out at the Starship every weekend, and the house band was the Violent Femmes, and saw some great bands there, X and the Blasters, Ventures, some really good shows. That was a great small venue. We would go up the street to the Palms and see some future international acts. I saw U2 at a little club on 26th and State Street, the Palms. But the best ever would probably be The Clash. The Clash performed in New York City in Times Square at the Bond International Casino. General admission show. I was able to squeeze my way up to the front and see Joe Strummer and Mick Jones, and that was pretty special.
You're casting the Peter Wilt biopic. Who's the lead man?
Well, I'm casting the movies already going downhill. I don't know. I don't know anyone as tall, dorky, and overweight and out of shape as me that's appropriate to play the part. I guess I could be flattering and maybe go with a Tom Hanks. I would love it. I'd be honored. There's no way he would ever accept, though.